इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this webinar of Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai presented by the Management of Franchise India with an aim to introduce you with new business opportunity every day at 12 o'clock. Today also we have a great business opportunity for all of you. But before we'll start discussing the brand and I'll let you know about the brand in detail, let me just quickly run you through with the Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, I would request you to please leave your questions into the Q&A box. We will take up all your questions in this live webinar post our presentation. So during the brand presentation, to make this webinar more interactive, you can keep sharing your interest of city along with your questions into the Q&A box so that we will answer you all. So let me introduce you with today's brand. Our today's brand is Shutiq. They are the designer shoe brand, and they do have their multiple branches all over, not all over India, but yes, on some cities and some places. They have selected few cities right now to go for franchising. They do design the shoes as per the requirement of clients. So basically, they are working niche only. We do have the co-founder, Mr. Kunal Makkar, here on this platform today, along with Jayanti and Mr. Manoj Yadav. We do have Mr. Abhishek as well from our side, who will be getting in touch with you for one-to-one discussion post this webinar. So I would request Kunalji to please let us know more about the brand, because it is really exciting to know. Generally, we get to know about the retail industry and the brands who are sending or selling the shoes which are coming from the factories and manufacturing units. But your brand is a kind of unique brand because you are designing brands as per individual's requirement, which is a kind of different thing which you are doing, which makes your brand unique. So I would request you to please tell our participants more about your brand and also about the business opportunity you have to share with them. Over to you, Kunalji.
Hi everyone. So we have our brand Shutiq. So it's the shoe boutique. So where you can design your own shoes, and once you enter our store, you get to see, like, we have 400 to 500 SKUs. So like any color you want, any shoe sole you want to get changed, rubber sole, leather soles. So we do all the customizations for our clients. So now we have 7 stores across India, like in Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon. So yeah, we are growing gradually. So we just want to let you know about more about our brand. It's a Shutiq. It was founded in 2015. Me and my brother Sahil always wanted to do something on his own. So he wanted to make a brand for himself. So we decided to start Shutiq. So it started how shoe boutique. So we combined and we made a name Shutiq. So initially, we were always an OEM for companies like Bata, Relaxo, DMart, Paragon. So seeing the business, how it was growing, so we thought of making a brand for ourselves. So Sahil did his master's from Arstutorio School from Milan. So going forward, I'm going to brief you more about our brand. So we have a total manpower of around 200 people working in our factory day and night. So we make monthly 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakhs per monthly in our factory. Plus Shutiq is a different unit, so where we make all the designer shoes. So in 5 years, we have managed to roll out more than 1,000 designs, and we experience more in leather, suede, knitted fabric, canvas shoes, hand woven leather, like any color you need, or like patina, hand patina, we do all that. Yeah, can you see our screen sharing? It's being done, right?
Yes, it's there, but the presentation is not yet open. So if you can just open the presentation.
Is it not open? Because
Not yet, not yet, not yet.
how do I check that? Because on my screen it's open.
Okay, if you can just try resharing it after keeping it open and then only try resharing it.
First screen will
Yes,
share.
yes. First, you'll have to stop sharing and then again select the presentation which you want to share. Meanwhile, guys, I will request you to please keep sharing all your questions, queries into the Q&A box. Yes, it is visible now. Yeah, it's perfectly visible. Yes.
So, like I told you, we make all these shoes in leather, patent leather, suede, canvas, hand woven leather, it's pony hair leather, and we use the tassels and everything. Like however you want the shoes to be, like we match it to your outfits. For men, we have different categories. For women's, it's a different. For kids, we just started right now, and we also started our Shutiq H2T. It's total head to toe. You can even customize your own jackets, tuxedo jackets, Indo-Western. So you can match your embroideries with your shoes. We also start with t-shirts now, t-shirts, hoodies. Also, we do hand paint on bags. It's different. It's a different aspect. It's Shutiq artistry, where you give us your bag, we hand paint it for you, and it's mostly in Delhi NCR, not anywhere else. So like you see in this picture, you can even get a monogram on your shoes, be it a leather, velvet, however you want it. We have ties with the lot of stylists, so they let the celebrities wear our shoes. Anytime they need shoes from us, they just call us up and we cater it accordingly. So we have our presence at Select City Walk, Jubilee Hills, Hyderabad, Mall of India, Noida. In Gurgaon Golf Course, we also have a store. These are few collaborations which we have with our, like where they keep our stuff, because they go with our what do you call it, brand presence for where like in Diwan Sahib, they do embroidered stuff on Sherwani, so they get the shoes made from us and then we cater it to their clients. So all this is our collection. Like you can see leather, monks. Second one is suede, where they have the hand paint rich being made. The next is this hand woven, like this mules. So for a couple, they match their shoes accordingly, so we make it accordingly. So we make everything in-house. So our in-house designs acquired by designing shoes from Lame Design Institute of Milan. So we offer you the finest and the most marvelously designed pair of slip-on shoes. Plus, in addition to our designs, we extend the privilege to clients for personalizing and customizing their own shoes. That's a layer of exclusivity and individuality. So also, it's a superior craftsmanship where we blend ingenuity of some of the finest craftsmen, which we have from 3 decades, and the experience they have, what they taught us. So that's how we started making all these shoes. Plus, our collection is very trendy, so we tend to come out with new collection every 2 months. So we keep adding to our website. So why you should partner with Shutiq? It's like we have a strong acceptance of products in the market, collaborations with reputed and organized marketplaces, brand reputation and customer delighting experience, wide range of high products, outsource. It's mostly in-house. Just maybe few aspects we outsource, like the products from like tasks like spikes, heels, and all that we outsource. That's just a minutest of what we outsource. Technology-driven organization with end-to-end partner support, quick adaptation to latest fashion trend. So like you can see, India is the second largest footwear producer in the world. So India footwear market valued at 26 billion is forecast to be 90 billion by 2030. So like we started initially with only 200 pairs monthly. So now with an average of 3,000 pairs monthly only for Shutiq, what we are doing right now. So what good achievement for us in less than 7 years, where we have our own brand and we can, of course, grow accordingly, because once you get a brand name, you get repeat clients and all that. So the country domestic spending on footwear is low, but trends show it's growing presence for non-leather options too. So yeah, we also make non-leather. It's synthetic, where clients are like, we want vegan shoes, so we make it accordingly for them. They don't want leather, so we make rubber soles, TPR soles as per their need. Also, market trends indicate a shift towards non-leather footwear influenced by younger fashion-conscious consumers with increased disposable income. India's luxury footwear market experienced a surge in demand as consumers seek high-quality products. Like our average shoe price starts from 8,000, 9,000, but if you go beyond that, like luxury shoes, you get it more than for 50,000 rupees. So what we give it to you at 10,000 or 9,000 rupees is very much close to what they serve. Whosoever cannot buy those luxury brands, they of course can switch to our products and buy from us. All the shoes are handcrafted designs with traditional Indian elements. As Indian consumers increasingly prioritize comfort and style, our luxury premium shoe brand rises to meet their demands, offering an unparalleled elegance and craftsmanship tailored to their discerning taste. So this is the franchise proposal we're coming up. Neha, can you see all this?
Yes, it's visible.
This is the gross revenue. This is how all the projections are being done. You guys can have a look. So the ideal partner profile would be this: individuals having experience and knowledge of fashion retail industry, individuals having prior experience in footwear or apparel industry, young entrepreneurs and working professionals wanting to have their own business, young investors with operational bandwidth, individuals with local market connect and experience handling larger areas, investors with sufficient financial bandwidth and or applications, motivated partners who are dedicated to growth. So this is the rollout plan. So this is the franchise support. So this is the franchise support we offer to you. Setup of the store has to be done by the brand or share designs parameters as per the standards to ensure standardization across all the locations. Location selection by potential franchise with pre-feasibility check and approval of the location by brand. Brand overview and product training will be provided by us, 2 weeks on-site and virtual training at partners' cost. Supply of products and consistent margins by brand. Constant R&D on new value-added products. Central server for billing, inventory management, stock correction, cost system set up by the brand. Central marketing, participation in events, sponsorship, endorsements by brand, local level marketing and guidance support. sales strategy, promotional service schemes. So we'll guide you on all this later when we come to that part. These are, if you have any more queries from us, you can of course go ahead now. We can love to give you answers on that. Yeah, Neha, hello.
Yes,
Hi, Neha.
please. Yes, Kunalji. If you can just let us know a little more about the outlets which are currently live and you're working on.
The outlets, we have our outlet in Select City Walk, Mall of India, Noida. Plus, we have in Golf Course Road, Gurgaon, Hyderabad, Jubilee Hills, we have a store. In Mumbai, we also have a store. In Chennai, we have the Thousand Light Street where we have a store. So yeah, we are eventually growing. So, but we wanted Franchise India to be much more supportive to us and get us
Yeah,
more
please, Arjun.
clients, how we can grow further. So yeah. So we all these stores we opened individually by ourselves. It wasn't by any support. So whatever uh, guidance I had, so that's how I started promoting our brand, and that's how we started opening more stores. So yeah.
Okay, and also, meanwhile, Ashokji joins, if you can just put little more light on the locations where you're planning to expand, because you have some limited locations where you are planning to expand right now. So if you can just name the locations where you are thinking to expand and the targeted locations for you where you're focusing right now.
Just Mr. Ashok was saying something, right?
No, he's joining, but meanwhile, if you can just let us know, our partners know about the locations where you're looking expansion at present at first go. Because I think you've selected some locations where you want to go for franchising. So if
We
you
have
can
in
just
mind,
let us.
we have in mind Pune, Lucknow, Ahmedabad, Bangalore. Initially, where we are trying, we have shortest 10 cities where we are hoping to open more stores. So yeah, that is it.
Okay. And I think Shobji is joining to give a clarity over commercials because there are people asking about commercials in detail, and that Ashokji is going to cover very soon. Somebody is asking, meanwhile, I'll take up some questions from the Q&A. Somebody is asking about the Hyderabad location. Do you have a store in Hyderabad?
We have a store in Hyderabad, the Jubilee Hills. We have our collection for clothing also there in our store. So yeah, it's doing pretty good there.
Okay. And are you anyhow open to explore more locations in Hyderabad?
Hyderabad, we plan to open if we get an opportunity. We can of course open 2, 3 more stores there because it's like Delhi, like very
Mm-hmm.
widespread. So it's Jubilee is a different part. There are more aspects of the city where we can open more stores.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a particular store where like one store is not enough for Hyderabad. Like in Delhi, people have 6, 7 stores, different areas are different stores. So people don't tend to go to one place only for shopping.
Okay.
That's
Also, yeah, please carry
what
on.
we do is customization of it. It's just a normal shoe. It's just not a normal shoe. Like where you can come in and like you can ask us to make a shoe like that for you. Of course, we can make it for you. Whatever designs we have, you can have customized at the store. So
Hmm.
best part we offer at a very minimal cost.
All right. So we'll take up further questions later as Ashokji has already joined on this on panel now. So I would request Ashokji because he's already here. So we'll take up the further questions later, the commercials being covered. So I would request Ashokji, we can start with the commercials. The basic understanding of the brand and products being given by Kunalji already. So Ashokji, yes, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Neha and Kunal. I think you have pretty much covered entire offering for the franchisee partners, but still I will just share my screen. Will run through the potential offerings for the franchisee partners. So, yeah. Okay. My screen is visible?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's coming in, sir.
Okay. Visible now?
Not yet, I think it will come up eventually because it is showing that this you've started sharing the screen, but the screen is not yet visible.
Oh. Is it visible now, or I think we need to?
Okay, yeah, it has come up. It's visible now.
Okay. Yeah. So to start a shoe boutique store, basically you require a carpet area of like 500 square feet. And for this 500 square feet area, we have considered a rental of like 300 rupees per square feet. So that is the basically decent, the rental, and you will get a plenty space. If my rental is higher, you can basically go for a slightly lower area. You can pick like 400 square feet, but rental you want to keep it at in the range of like 1.5 maximum. If it is a very strategic location where you have a very premium market, we can afford the higher rental as well, and accordingly it gives us much better sales, right? So this is a simple model, and this can be optimized for any like premium markets, or even for a tier 1 or tier 2 market, based on the location of the franchisee partner. Now to set up a cost for your store is going to be 11 lakh rupees. So it is going to cost you like 2200 rupees per square feet. And that includes your entire civil work, interior, furniture, fixture, internal branding, and your signage board. You need to set up a IT and POS system. So of course you require POS software, and you require a system to operate. So 75,000 rupees towards your IT and POS. Franchisee fee, one-time non-refundable franchisee fee is 8 lakh rupees plus applicable GST. Right. And then basically my franchisee partner, they need to buy initial inventory of 15 lakh rupees, right? And against the inventory of 15 lakh rupees, Shutiq team is going to provide you offer inventory of 30 lakh rupees at MRP, right? So the day you start the operations of your store, you are going to have a 30 lakh rupees of inventory in your store, right? If you look at your total investment capex, including your inventory, is 34 lakh rupees, right? So the day you open your store, you are keeping 30 lakh rupees inventory in your store, right? So, right. And then if you look at my security deposit is the 5 lakh rupees. And this security deposit heavily because once you receive order, customized orders. So this goes towards the entire fulfillment of that, and basically small inventory requirement can be supplied to you on immediate basis. A property deposit we have considered like 4.5 lakh rupees, but it is going to be at actual. If my franchisee partner have their own property, own location, then they don't need to pay any kind of property deposit. Additional working capital at least 5 lakh rupees. My franchisee should have the benefit to keep in his account for as a working capital. Right. And that working capital we have considered for 2 months of operations. Right. Now, the sales that we expect, revenue we expect, basically 40% of the revenue we expect from your store, that's the retail sales, and basically on the custom orders is around 60%. Now, on an average, like end of season sale and total discounting, we have considered at 20%. Margins for my franchisee, even it's a customized order or it's a retail order, margins are 50%. So that is relatively high as you compare with other businesses in the same category, or you can say in footwear industry. Your shipment cost is going to be like 2.5% of as per your order value. Salaries for a staff, basically you require a sales executive and you require a stock boy. So 65,000 rupees per month is your salaries, and 8% we have considered their annual increment. Now, in terms of your indirect expenses, yes, a rental of the property, So this, if you have your own property, so that means there's 1.5 lakh rupees you withdraw from the business as your rental income. Electricity 10,000 rupees, and then brand marketing. So your monthly marketing fund, basically the 4% of your revenue you need to spend on marketing. Your telephone and internet expense around 1,500 rupees per month. POS removal license is going to cost you like 10,000 rupees every year, so you need to renew it. Miscellaneous and maintenance expenses we kept at 5,000 rupees per month. Payment settlement charges of 1.5%, considering like your 33% of the sales payment you receive through credit cards and debit cards. And for other indirect expenses like electricity, rent and all, we have considered an increase of 5% every year. Now, if you talk about the HR manager, so what we are talking about here, we are saying we require 2 sales executive at 25,000 rupees each, and 1 housekeeping come your stock boy at 15,000. Now, if you look at my monthly revenues, so we are looking at a sales per square feet we are considering. So we have considered the first year around 2,000 rupees sales per square feet. So that gives us a revenue of 10 lakh rupees a month, and per day basis it is 33,000 rupees, and then it goes up to like 13-14 lakh rupees a month. It's close to like 46,000 rupees per day. And this is the bifurcation, like 4 lakh rupees sales we expect from the direct retail sales, and on custom orders 6 lakh rupees, and goes up to 5 lakh 8 lakh rupees at the year end. If you look at my monthly basically the revenue projections, we have considered only 3% growth rate, but in reality these projections can be much higher depending on the market conditions. Okay. Now let's have a look at the income statement for the franchisee partner. So the total revenue from retail is 56 lakh rupees for the first year from retail, 85 lakh rupees from the custom orders, and the 12% GST that you need to pay on both revenue streams. So my net revenue for first year after your GST is 1.2 crores, right? And it goes up to more than 2 crores in the fifth year. So my monthly revenues are like 10 lakh rupees and goes up to 18 lakh rupees per month. And then basically the cost that we have considered, so 50% is your margin, so 50% we have considered towards the cost, and then shipment cost is basically your 2% on custom orders. Staff salaries we have considered, and 10% staff welfare on their salary amount we have considered. So 81 lakh rupees is my direct expenses. In terms of indirect expenses, we have a rental 1.5 lakh rupees that translate to 18 lakh rupees for the year. 1,20,000 rupees towards your electricity and water. Marketing fund basically so far around 6 lakh rupees. So that's translate to like 50,000 rupees every month you spent on marketing. Telephone internet expenses around 18,000 rupees for the year. POS removal will be second year onward. Your miscellaneous and maintenance around 60,000 rupees for the year. Payment settlement charges around 70,000 rupees. So 26,000 rupees is another indirect expense. So for my first year profit, if you look at, is 16 lakh rupees, right? So if you look at my investment is 35 lakh rupees, and I'm calculating this return on investment on inventory plus capex, both amounts, right? If I remove inventory from this, that means if you look at my total capex, the money that you invest just in setting up the store is much lower. So if I minus 15 lakh rupees of your inventory, because inventory you can encash any point in time once you exit from the business, right? So for the capex, the 20 lakh rupees including franchisee fees that you have employed, you recover your entire 20 lakh rupees in 14 months, right? And if you calculate your inventory as well, including the inventory, if you look at your returns, that means your business is investment free in 21 months. So that means you recover, you invested 35 lakh rupees, you earn that 35 lakh rupees in 21 months, and after 21 months, this business is absolutely free for you. So it's basically zero investment model after 20 months or 21 months, right? And in 5 years, if you look at the EBITDA, my franchisee makes 1.5 crores, right? So 1.5 crore kind of earnings for the franchisee partner. So that's very, very attractive. And if you look at their monthly take home, is basically you're starting at 1.4 lakh rupees and goes up to 3.5 lakh rupees per month kind of earning. And that's a very, very good earning potential for the franchisee partners. So with this, I will end the presentation. And now, Neha, we can take queries from Q&A box.
All right, thank you so much, Ashokji. I would request, we do have Mr. Manoj and Abhishek here on this panel today. I would request them to take up the questions. Manoj, are you taking up the questions? You are on mute.
Do we have a stores in Mumbai itself?
Yeah, we have a store in Bandra, Waterfield Road.
Bandra, Pali Hill Road.
Yeah. Are you from Mumbai?
Yes, I'm from Mumbai.
So it's near Bastion, like where the Bastion is. So
Okay. And you are expanding your business into a metro city itself, right?
yeah, of course.
Okay.
We look forward to opening more stores in Mumbai also. Mumbai is huge. Like in Kala Ghoda,
Mhm.
we can open a store. So
Okay.
we are
Somebody is asking about the FOCO model. So we do have the model which we prepared is FOFO. But anyhow, if you have any interest or if we may come with the FOCO model also in future, or are we open to discuss over it?
we're just going to, it's like 4 for 1 only.
Okay, so yes, Mr. Raju, we are only open for FOFO model, FOFO model for now, yes, and we are not planning to come into FOCO anyhow. Do we have any stores in Ahmedabad? I think it's already good. We don't have, but we are open to.
We open to it.
All right, there is a very good question, even which I also wanted to ask about the ticket size of your products. If you can just let us know a bit about the price range.
Shoes, they start from 8,000, say they start with 7,000, it goes up to 18,000. So once you come to our store, like for a shoe, if it's for 8,000, you want to add something like a heel, if you want to add, we charge 1,500 extra. You want to change the sole, we charge 500 extra. You want to add spikes or you want to get a different embroidery pattern changed. So that's everything which you customize is 1,500 max, what we charge extra. Basic price is 8,000 and it goes up to 18,000. Yeah, and
Right.
most when people come to our store, they don't just buy one piece of shoe. They buy 4 or 5. Like for a wedding occasion, they have 4 or 5 events. So they buy every event they want a new shoe, like white, blue, black. However they wear their outfits, so yeah, one person buy minimum 2 pairs of shoes, of course. It goes up to 6, 7 pairs also.
I'm sure, because you customize the shoe as per the requirements. So that's how they like it. And the range also is not very high. I mean, if you're starting with 8,000 rupees, I think it's easily,
shoes, they average what the competitors are selling for 15,000, we do it for 8,000. Like it's
Right.
same, it's just the brand value. And plus, all our clients are repeated, so mostly they love to wear how we make it for them.
Okay. So, Mr. Balani is asked, can you share how is the growth of your current stores are going? So if you can just give an idea about the sales and the growth of the current stores which are running at present.
So, like an average right now, 15 lakhs or 17 lakhs is the average sales right now. Because maybe the season is slow in June, July. So it's with everyone, the textile also, for apparel also. So, but in the season time from around September to April, when it's at the peak, we go up to 40 lakhs monthly. Like,
Yeah.
so that's how we are growing. We opened one store, then we got a next store in Mall of India, Noida, and it's very difficult to get store in malls. So after looking at the presentations, our clientele, and the brand value, how we propose it to our audience. So that's how we managed to get so many stores. Because it's like, every mall you want a store, they look at your profile and they don't give it very easily to any brand. So that's a very difficult task. And now we have managed to do that. So we keep getting offers from the and it's all by our team effort, me and my brother. So we worked on it. But yeah.
Okay, I got it. I'll take up the next question on this. What is your target audience? So middle class or higher class people?
It's basically both middle and higher class. So nothing like only middle, it's both higher class and middle class. Once we get a client to our store and if he buys from us, then it's a repeated client for us. He won't go to anywhere else.
Okay, any question, Abhishek, you would want to ask?
Yeah, we have a question. What is the kind of an inventory requirement that is there to be at the store?
Initially, we give you 350 pairs or 300 pairs of shoes initially. So that is worth around 30 lakhs. We give it to you for 15 lakhs. Plus, these shoes are like if somebody wants to buy that pair of shoe, they can buy it. And if your franchise people they want to again order that shoe, they can of course order it or they can change to some other design. So it keeps moving. It's not like it's a standstill in your store. So in an average, we have 350 pairs in the store, and they have the option of customizing all the 30 to 50 pairs of shoes. If they want to wound like that color, they can of course like if it's we have a black there, they want an orange, so orange like orange leather shoe, red leather shoe, we can of course make it for them. So it's just for display how we can give it to the client. So whatever he wants to buy from the shelf, they can of course buy it if they have a size available there. So it doesn't get repeated.
Okay. And what kind of a lead time is required for the order fulfillment?
For Delhi NCR is 2 days max. Otherwise, if somebody comes to our store in Delhi NCR, if they want to wear it tonight, and we are able to do it, if it's not that heavy embroidery or anything like that, we can give it to you in 1 day. Otherwise, if like Mumbai, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad is our metropolitan cities, it's next day delivery, but we tell them 3-4 days. Because if client it's like a wedding order, they are usually ready to wait. So they have a lead time for 7-8 days, but we usually deliver in 2-3 days. And if it's urgent, they mention it urgent, we expedite it for them. So we don't want to miss the order that way. Because like we have more than 700-800 designs, and keeping inventory of all the designs is very difficult for you guys also. Then you'll have to pay more money to keep the stock. So it's better you keep that stock and you take the order and we make it for them. So we go on sale less. That's a loss for us.
Right. And Mr. Amar Lunia would like to ask, what about the non-moving stocks that are there?
So what we do is we have planned like in 1 year we can change 30 designs what are not rolling. So 30 designs in 1 year, you can of course ask for something else. If you think in your city they are not moving, we'll of course change those designs to you. But it usually doesn't happen. So whatever is there in the store, it keeps moving. But we do change 30 styles in 1 year.
Oh, that's all the questions from my side. Neha, would you like to continue?
Thank you. I'll take up the last question being asked by Mr. Smith about the brand support. Let's say if somebody is struggling in getting the sales done, so what kind of brand support you're providing? I'm sure you must be doing the national level marketing and all these things. So if you could just give a little overview or information related to the support which the brand will be providing to the franchisee partner in sales.
Also, frankly, I've never faced such an issue. But of course, like June, July, August are pretty slow for us. So maybe that way you'll have to we can of course how to support on that, but yeah, it hasn't happened to us in 7 years now, so that's why we are more of opening more stores. So it hasn't happened to us, but if in case something happens, we'll of course work on it. We'll take your guidance and work accordingly. So.
I'm sure. Thank you so much. Any last message you want to convey to the participants who are watching you live? Anything which you want to tell to the people who are watching you, or the partners, or maybe the people who want to become a partner with you?
It's just we are an Indian growing brand, and what we do for customizing at such a reasonable price, I think nobody else would be doing that. And plus, we have everything in house, so we don't have to wait for anybody else's support on getting a shoe made like what we do. So, yeah, that is it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kunalji. Thank you for your time, and thank you for explaining so much information, giving details about your brand. It's a wonderful brand altogether because you are customizing the shoes, you are designing shoes as
We
per
also
individual's
belong
requirement.
with our menswear clothing line also now. So when people
Wonderful, wonderful.
walk in our store, they used to say, "Why don't you make clothes also?" Because they match the outfit and they do it. So now, of course, they have an extra benefit of just coming to one store and ordering everything in one store.
That's
So
going
they
to be a good add-on, though.
t-shirts, shirts, suits, tuxedos, whatever they want, however they want, we can of course make it for them. Yeah.
Sure. So I wish you good luck for your brand. We could see the kind of interest people are, showing to the brand because they're asking so many questions. So guys, Mr. Abhishek and Manoj is going to connect with you for one-to-one discussion. And if we find it suitable, we'll take it forward and we'll connect you with the brand directly for the further communication. So I would like to thank you, Kunalji, for joining us. Ashokji, thank you for coming in and sharing, commercials in detail. I hope that you all will have a wonderful day. And guys, we try to share maximum details about the brand with you in this webinar. And I'm sure the brand details which we have shared with you today are going to help you in understanding the brand in proper manner. But yes, I understand it's just a webinar. So for one-to-one discussion, you can reach out to us. And within today and tomorrow, Mr. Manoj and Abhishek from Franchise India are going to connect with you and we'll take the conversation forward. So thank you so much for coming on this webinar. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you all will have a wonderful day ahead.